Welcome to episode number 23 of the Woody Wolverine podcast. My name is Laura and I am the host, and this is going to be a kind of vlogish style. There's some footage of a trip I've taken to Donegal, and also just bits and bobs of my everyday life, and it's more kind of chatty and conversationally. If it's not for you, leave me a comment down below, and also I'll put timestamps down in the description box so you can skip any of the footage you're not really interested in. So I am going to do a roundup of my current projects, so I'll have any finished objects, whips, that kind of thing in there. So if that's all you're here for, then the timestamp will be down below. You can find me on all the social medias, and I'll have all that linked below as well. And if you are enjoying this, give me a wee thumbs up, it would be really appreciated, and also subscribe. Yeah, so let's go. Hello, so it's Thursday evening and I am back from holidays. I was back on Monday, but I haven't had a chance to record anything since then. It is Thursday the 7th of September, I think is the date, and I am currently just home from work. I just walked home from the bus stop, so my hair is a bit windswept. I'm wearing my Old Romance cardigan. Tra-la. The lighting isn't great in here. It is quite late. It is about 9 o'clock. So I am going to make myself a cup of tea and maybe treat myself to a biscuit and do some knitting. I'm going to watch the Great British Bake Off, which I have recorded because I didn't get to watch it when it was on Tuesday because there was football on. Yeah, so I'm going to watch the Great British Bake Off and knit. So what I'm going to... My cat is now crying at the door, wanting to get in. So I'm going to feed him. Well, I'm not... Well, yes, I might. I'll see what he wants and do so accordingly in a moment. So I am currently just about to finish a pair of socks. And they are the... My Cup of Tea socks by Robin Lynn, and you can't really see the pattern. I'm kind of like moving the camera, and sorry if you're moving about, but I will show you them better later on. Now I'm going to put the kettle on, deal with the cat, and get the Great British Bake Off going in the background. Bye. So it's Saturday morning and I am going to cake up some yarn for some projects that I want to get started on next week. So I'm just going to show you what I've pulled out of my stash, and yeah, here we go. So what I have, so some of these I know what I'm doing with, others I don't yet. So this skein here is Ellie and Ada sock, and it's in the Waka 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 colourway, which I believe is a Muppets reference, and this is going to be a pair of Fergus socks by Anna Freeberg. So I'm knitting these as part of the Outlander Cal, which is being hosted by Grace of Babel's Travelling Yarns, and they're really beautiful socks. I can't wait to get going on them. So that's this skein, that's definitely getting caked up today. So I'm going to throw it over into the caking up today pile. Next one that I'm definitely going to cake up is this Studio Donegal, which I got on my trip up to Donegal in the actual studio in Kilcar, County Donegal. And I have some footage of the studio there where they hand weave and spin the yarn into blankets and just balls of wool as well. So I'm going to, if I haven't popped that in yet, it is coming up. So this is a beautiful kind of brown tweedy kind of colour. It looks a lot darker here than it actually is. It's more of a light kind of creamy brown, kind of natural with tweedy black and cream flecks. So I'm going to make this into an antler hat by Tin Can Knits. I think the Grocery Girls have a Tin Can knit along, so if so I'll enter it into that, but I'm going to get a nice brown fur pom-pom to go on top, and I think now that it's getting into autumn this will be a nice cozy rustic cabley hat, and I can't wait. I'm really in the mood for cables at the moment. Next, that's definitely coming up, is this one. So this is a skein that I got at Yarn Folk. This is Maven, the colourway is Maven, and it's Fine Fish Yarns, and it's on her Zion base, which is 70-20-10 merino silk cashmere, and it's really soft and squishy. And I'm going to knit the Mary Margaret Tam. It's a hat out of this. It's a free pattern on Ravelry, and yeah, it's going to be just like a kind of a beret style kind of hat, and I'm going to cake that up and get going. I was looking at the pattern for this last night, and I need a 3.25mm, which I do not have. So I might cake this up, but I won't be able to start it yet because I don't have the right needle size. So that's that one. These other skeins here, I might not cake up today because I'm not actually sure what I'm going to do. Well, I know with this one I'm going to make a pair of Mercury socks. This is the Fairy Hair colourway by Sugar Tots, Christy of Sugar Tots, and there's some nice Delina in there, and these limey green pops, and I'm thinking I'm going to do lime green heels, tufts and toes. I always say that, heels, cuffs and toes, with this, and there's like lovely speckles of orange and purple and kind of bluey kind of tints in there, and a nice pale pink base. So I think these would be nice Mercury socks, and I'm going to cake them up soon. Maybe not this time, but that's what this is destined to become. This skein here is very out there, I feel. It's it's another Alienada. It is Little Secret Red Hot Scandal, and I believe this was one of the Irish Dye nights. So on Facebook, once a month, Laura of Alienada, Fiona from Green Elephant Yarns, Terry of Fine Fish Yarns, and Dublin Dye as well. They do an online sale on Facebook once a month, and it's based, they all have a similar theme, or they have the same theme. So I believe the Waka 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 one was Muppets, and all of them dyers dyed Muppet related colourways. This, I don't actually remember what the Little Secret Red Hot Scandal theme was. Can't recall. But I thought this was a lot of fun. There are, like, it's a pale pink with neon pink pops and really, really bright reddy kind of oranges. And this, I think I'm going to use in a super secret design project that I may or may not be working on. So I may currently be in the midst of designing a pair of socks. And this might be my sample, but I'm not sure. And it's not coming anytime soon. It's very in the early kind of design stage. So I might skein this up in my next skein up party. And then these two skeins, this is Hedgehog Fibres Skinny Singles, and this is Irish Fairy Tale yarns in a singles base as well. This is Reverie, and this is Lady Violet. Lady Violet, yeah. And they're both singles, and I think these are definitely going to be some sort of a component of a Stephen West type item, I think. I don't know what yet, but I think they go quite nicely together, and if you added another couple colours, I think you'd be onto a kind of brioche winner. I really want to try brioche. I haven't done it before, and I think these would be good. I really, really, really love this skein. Look at that depth of blues. Really, really nice. And this as well, these speckles on this pale, the really, really dark purple. Look at that colour. So, so nice. So yeah, I think the three winners for today getting skeined up are the Studio Donegal, the Alien Ada, and the Fine Fish. So I'm gonna go do that now. So it is Saturday morning, and I'm just getting the footage together from the vlog from the last week or so, and yeah, so I just wanted to do a quick roundup of my whips and show you the one finished object I have before I upload. So here we go. Voila! So this is my finished object. I've got a pair. Wow. Ooh. So this is the My Cup of Tea socks by Robin Lynn, and it has this interlocking kind of wave or hill kind of pattern down the front of the foot, and I'm really happy with this sock. So this is in Fine Fish yarns in the Strawberry Shortcake colourway with a purple mini that I got from as a combo kind of pair or set of yarn. So this is a pair of socks, and this is pair number 6 for my box of socks. So I'm halfway there, and it is now mid-September. So I have September, October, November, December, 4 months to go to get 12 pairs, and I have 6 left. So I have to do more than one pair a month, but I think it's possible. So yeah, this is my finished object, and I really love these socks. I love this pattern. Recommended. It's free pattern on Ravelry, so I will have it linked. So definitely go check it out if you're interested. My next whip, I'm moving on to whips now. So I showed this last time and I haven't made much progress on it, but I'll just show you a quick little bit. So this is my Midsummer Haze shawl or cowl by Hohilo Catelli, and here it is. So this is a cowl and it is in Laura's Fawn and the Fox yarn, and you can see I've started the lace panel, and this is the geode colorway on her wolf base, and you can see how it looks in stockinette there. It's lovely. So her wolf base is the single, her 100% merino singles base, and yeah, I haven't made much progress on this. I'm just working on the first lace repeat, and I've just, yeah, I haven't been really in a lace frame of mind this week, so I haven't made much progress on this, unfortunately, but I will put some work into that hopefully next week, because it is a beautiful shawl and I really do love that yarn. I can't wait to have a finished object. So next I will show you another whip you've seen, and this is my Breakwater. So I'm knitting this out, this is a sweater by Cecily Glowick MacDonald, and I'm knitting it out of Ellie and Ada Unicorn and Glass Slippers colourway. So it's this kind of very light pink and creamy colours with pops of pink and green kind of in there as well. So that's one of the kicks, and I will show you. I've made quite a dent in this. It's very stockinette heavy. So I put in a stitch mark, or put in a progress keeper where I was the last time I showed you. So here it is. Last time I showed you I was here, so I've made quite a dent in this. I've separated for the sleeves obviously, and I've done most of the body. I'm just working on the rib at the bottom, and then this will be ready to bind off and then do the sleeves. So I really like this kind of colour, this light colour. It's nice and it's quite springy and summery, but I'll definitely get a wear out of it anyway. I'm going to do the rib a little bit longer, so I think it's kind of a cropped, it's supposed to be cropped, but I knit an extra inch or two to the length, and I'm going to extend the ribbing just maybe another inch, just so it's nice and long, so it covers, so it just sits nicely on my waist, well, below my hips. I have quite big hips, so yeah, just needed a bit of extra. And there is very slight waist shaping in this, not a huge amount, just a slight little increase and decrease, and then I have to pick up for the neckband as it is rolling, and I also have to do the sleeves. So I think I'm going to do the sleeves 2 at a time, just to get them done that little bit quicker. But I really do like how this is worked up. I really like this yarn with the speckles all over. Speckly, speckly, speckly. So I can't wait to have this finished. Once I wash it, I think it'll be a lot more even. Some of the stitches are kind of just a bit janky. So hopefully when I wash and block it, it'll even out a little bit. But I should have, I'm going to finish off this ribbing today hopefully, and then pick up the sleeves and get going on them. So this shouldn't be too much longer hopefully. It's just plain stockinette, and it's knit on 4.5mm needles, so it goes quite quickly. It is fingering weight, but the bigger kind of gauge, it's knitting up quite fast. Next up, in the previous clip I kind of went through some of my dream knitting projects, and I do have some of them cast on since then. So I've cast on my Fergus socks by Anna Freeberg, and that's in the Waka 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 colourway by Ellie and Ada again. and this is my progress on these. So these are for as part of the entry for the Outlander Cal, which is being hosted by Grace of Babbles Travelling Yarns, which I mentioned in the previous clip. But it's just this really, really nice diamond, kind of interlaced diamond lattice pattern. And I really like this yarn. It reminds me of like a bee. So it's based on Fozzie Bear from the Muppets, in case you don't get the reference. But it's yeah, a nice mustardy kind of autumnal colour, I think. So I think it suits the time of year well. And there's little pops of red and black in here as well. So it's like a bee, a buzzy bee. So I've just started the gusset. So I don't really knit that many toe-up socks. And it's the first time knitting toe-up socks with a heel flap and gusset. So I'm just starting to pick up stitches for the gusset now. So yeah, it should hopefully work out quite well. So this is pair number 7 for the box of socks, so it's not going too badly. I should have these done by the end of September, and I'm going to cast on a second pair shortly. I have a pair in mind. So that is the Fergus socks. So I'm keeping these, keeping this in this lovely little sock size bag, which I got from Sue of Two Tankle Skeins, or also known as Crafty Knitter 7, and she sent me a package. We kind of did a little swap, and she sent me it originally started out with her sending me a pin for Portuguese purling, but she added a lot of goodies into it, so this bag was one of them. She sent me a lovely skein of yarn, which was the colourway, it was Turtle Pearl, and the colourway name was Kiss Me I'm Irish, which is perfect, and it's a really, really nice kind of grassy green colour, and I will show you that next week. I don't have it to hand at the moment, so I'll show you it the next time I record. But this bag is lovely, and it's really, really handy and squishy, and good for popping in your handbag, and a really good sock size. So that's what I've been using for my Fergus socks. And then last but not least, I cast on a hat. I haven't got much of this done either. So this is in the Studio Donegal, which I showed in the last clip, and I'm knitting the antler hat. So I've just finished the rib basically, and done one repeat, I think, of the cable chart. So I think you do that another 8 times or something like that. So I'm doing the small adult size, which hopefully should be the right size for me. And I'm going to get a nice pom-pom and throw it on top. But I like this colour. It's quite natural, a few spots of black and creamy kind of tweed in there, and I'm knitting that on 5mm needles, and yeah, it's going quite well. So I'm going to do some more work on that, I think, this week as well. And I'm also going to cast on another sweater this week, hopefully, which I'm not going to talk any more about, but I will show you next time I record. And yes, that is all my whips for this week. And finished objects and nitty related stuff-a-doodles. So I hope you enjoyed this kind of episode. If you have, then please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. If you have not, then that is perfectly acceptable and I completely understand. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and have a great week. Bye.